So this is the Obsession is the new horror movie for first time director Corey Barker. Apologize if I said that wrong. Um, Basically, this is another Iron Lung situation where this is where it's a famous YouTuber making a horror movie. Unlike though this one isn't quite as insignificant as Iron Lung. Like that's not being distributed and put out there by the guy who made it. It's just that it's another YouTuber. I guess it's closer to Shelby Oaks with Chris Stuckman than that. So that movie, they're all different, but you know what I mean. That kind of phenomenon. However, this one seems to be a bigger deal because this guy seems to have a little bit more talent than those people I would mention. I'm not saying they're not talented. I feel like Iron Lung didn't really work as a movie, but it had some really cool things to it that were pretty impressive. But then you had like Chris Stuckman's movie, which felt a little bit more generic, and seems like maybe he could do something else in the future that'd be really cool. But from that movie, I'm not getting a lot of the promise you would want from a big director. This guy, you check this movie out, and you're like, holy shit, this guy is gonna do some wild ass shit. This is gonna be the next Zach Kreger or somebody like that, like a new fresh voice in the industry making totally bonkers movies. And the industry even realized that, and they scooped him up for the next next reboot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that'll be cool. I think that I like this movie quite a bit. Basically, the premise of this movie is uh, this guy really likes this girl. He's shy about it. He doesn't know how to say it. He finds this like wishing thing and he breaks it and he makes a wish and he wishes that she loves him. But it becomes an obsession, right? Of course, throughout the movie. And I think this movie is terrifying because just the kind of like unpredictability of what she's going to do I, is part of the thing, because there's like these moments where her old self is trying to break free of the control of the other one, and they're battling it out on the inside. So she's doing weird, awful things, and but also trying to um, be the perfect partner for him. And so it's this weird, creepy levels to it, and it's very uncomfortable. This is a movie that I was like sitting there clenching in my seats. There was actually a few couples in this theater. This was a sold out theater, by the way, where they were literally like sinking in their seats, like kind of like a little bit. But I also felt bad for the couples watching this because yeah, it's a fun horror movie, but like it's also really fucked up, and like it's gross about relationships. Not movie I'd take a date to, unless they're really cool. They just like really good movies, but like I don't know, not but it's creepy as fuck, and it goes some weird directions within it. I thought also some of this. Also, I was very surprised how funny this movie is. This movie has a lot of dark humor to some of the things that goes on with it, and I thought that really worked. But I also think there was a deeper layer to this movie that I thought was interesting, because at first it's her being obsessed with him, but then you realize there's a level of him being obsessed with him, and him being obsessed with her, I meant to say, and taking advantage of the situation where he knows this is wrong, but he doesn't. At first, he ain't trying to get out of it. He's a little confused about all of it, but he's still taking advantage of the fucking situation and abusing her to some degree. And so I think there's some commentary within abuse that you could read into that. And I also think, the nature of people who are shy, just, but not really good talking to girls, believing that, they this attraction they feel to a person is the only way to go, instead of just actually realizing other things around him. Because there's like a girl he likes in the movie, and he doesn't take advantage of that. Well, the girl likes him. He doesn't take advantage of that. He just keeps obsessing over this one girl who doesn't have interest in him. You can tell, because she obviously knows, hey, you fucking like me, but you won't come out and say it, so fuck off. And that's a lot of relationships. So I don't think there's a lot of things to read into it. It's a really well shot movie. The performances are really good. I think this movie's great. Just the scene where he comes running in the store yelling about the things he made a wish with, so fucking funny. There's great bits in this movie. I love this movie, honestly. I think it's my second favorite horror movie of the year. I think I like Send Help more, but this is probably a better movie than Send Help. But I just like Sam Raimi's stuff more. I like his comedic sensibilities and stuff a little bit more than I enjoy that stuff. So I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts.